Hello and welcome back to a brand new Player 2 Plays. My name is Paul James and today we're playing Mythria, the final game that we're showcasing in our Player 2 Plays series where we're looking at all of the titles shown at the ACMI across RMIT Student Project Showcase. There was some awesome titles there on the show floor. I went to ACMI myself, checked them all out, got to speak to a few of the developers, got to get a little bit of insight there. You can see an article on the Player 2 website sharing some of my initial thoughts, kind of the top level perspective about everything, and then on our YouTube channel, right here, we've played through a whole bunch of them. There was 11 titles to play. There's heaps of Player 2 plays up there on the website to go check out. Please make sure to check all the others out because there's not a single title that hasn't impressed me so far. This is Mythria, a third-person action game where you must defend your homeland from an invasion of frost giants using your superhuman strength, speed, and ancient cosmic power. It's a lot of things in your favor. Defeat waves of enemies as you gain power and master your abilities. The creator, Luke Orkibi. Sorry if I've mispronounced your name there. Sorry, Luca, I should say. Orkibi. Solo developer. That's really cool. Straight out the gate, that's really impressive. Anyone who can achieve such a feat is phenomenal. But let's dive into Mythria and see what it's all about. I'm having to mouse and keyboard it, which is not necessarily my strength. Right. Leap the stone. I'm going to colossally fail this because I'm not good with a mouse and keyboard. Why is everything frozen? Why can't I move? Oh, there we go. Whoa. You boomeranged it. Wait, what? So how am I... Oh, it's part of the combo. Alright, so we're just kind of testing it. We're basically just thrown into an arena here. I think Luca, and please correct me in the comments or hit me up on Twitter or whatever if I'm wrong. I think a lot of the work has gone into getting the basic mechanics down pat, and some visual work because the game does look fantastic. I'm a fan of this art style. I think the investment has gone into those aspects. So then, as a result, there's not much of a game yet. We're still just kind of arena duking it out. Oh, I'm gonna die. It's quite cool. Let's give it another go. F2. Oh, look. That's a shame. Well, on that note, we're going to wrap things up there because we're not going to go through the full tutorial again just to get back into that sequence there. This is cool. This is definitely the shortest player 2 plays we're going to do for all of these games, and that's not disparaging to Luca or what he's doing whatsoever. I am not, and keep in mind, like I've just quickly flicked over to the controller. I would be so much more proficient with the controller, but not nothing's available to me yet in terms of like I don't have an attack button or anything like that right now. I'm not, as a lot of people know on the player 2 side of things, I'm not a mouse and keyboard guy. I am quite hopeless with them. Please go speak to Player 2 Editor-in-Chief Matt Hewson about my Doom Eternal demo experience a few years ago, where I just got my ass handed to me by the tutorial because I just couldn't do it. Picked it up, put the PS4 controller, Xbox One controller in my hand when the game initially came out, smashed it, no issues. Mouse and keyboard, I'm a hack. As I said, the investment so far has clearly gone into getting those key systems, those mechanics down pat, make sure everything really works, and it does. Really cohesive, feels smooth. I would be better again with the full controller functionality, whether that's because you were bringing it to the console or if you were actually making the game available one day. If you're just supporting controllers, that would be the next step for me personally. That would guarantee my investment in the game. The abilities and the cooldowns on those, all very reasonable. The look of the game, I like this style. It's subtle, but like it's got its artistic flair, but it's subtle. It's not bashing you over the head with look at me, I'm a mate. Like it's letting the world speak for itself, and we're just seeing action here. We're not seeing the storytelling. We're not seeing what else there might be to do in this world. We're just seeing a very small slice, an arena where we can just slash and hack and survive for as long as we can. And I'm liking what I'm seeing from that. This is a cool game with some really... It's got some potential. And I really hope to see what Luca does in the future. Luca, if you're watching this, please get in touch at Paul James Games on Twitter. I'm very keen to follow the game throughout the remainder of its development. If you are, in fact, continuing to pursue it going forward, there's something here. And it obviously, still needs more time and that sort of thing. It's a student project. You only had a limited amount of time to work on it, but you're on something. This is cool. I like it. It felt really good to play. If you enjoyed this episode of Player 2 Plays, then please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. All the buttons down below. Hit the notification bell. That way you're alerted to every new video the moment it goes live on the channel. That includes Patched, more Player 2 Plays, Gamer School, and a whole bunch more. There's some awesome stuff there, so please subscribe and go and check it out. Visit the website player2.net.au for reviews, previews, opinion pieces, news, features, links to the podcast series, Patched, the Player 2 Pixelcast, and Dev Diary, where there's been some sensational developer guests on the show in recent weeks and months, with more to come, so please subscribe and go and check it out. That includes the most recent guest, Australian superstar media molecule studio head Siobhan Reddy has joined me on the show. It was an awesome time. We had half an hour. It was a great chat. Really awesome to see what she's been up to, what she's trying to bring, studio culture, all those sorts of fantastic pointers that she really shared. That, like, if you're looking to get into games, Siobhan's one of the best people to listen to and to learn about, because I was riveted for the half hour that we had. It was a limited amount of time. It's a shorter episode than usual, but I was hooked. Please go and check that out on podcast services everywhere. Whatever your preference is, it'll be there. We're on Patreon, patreon.com/player2au. Kicking a few bucks. The lower tiers, early access to episodes. The higher tiers, monthly episode exclusives. Finally, there's Twitter. You can find me at Paul James Games. The website you'll find at Player2au. And until next time, that was Mythria, one of the student projects from RMIT. Their collaboration with ACMI. They brought all the games down to ACMI there. You've got this is your final warning. December 5th is when you can play these games up until. That gives you a couple days. Get down there if you're able to. Try these out. If you can't, get on the ACMI website, download them and try them out. Try out Mythria. Try out Aquila. Try out My Desk. Try out a whole bunch of the awesome games that are all there. Spark Drive, Sparks, Redacted. There's awesome Dreamleaf. There's heaps of awesome titles there. I know I've just rattled off a whole bunch of them and missed a couple as a result. Apologies. That is in no way a dig at you. But I dug myself a hole there and tried to recall 11 games all at one time. To every single one of you, Luca, for Mythria and every single one of you who's produced a game for this mini event. You are doing an exceptional job. I can't wait to see what these games become or to see what your futures hold. I hope it all goes well. Thank you for sharing your work with all of us. And viewers, thank you much for listening. Cheers.